To the holiday weekend, Laura, thank you so much. We're keeping the good vibes going. We're jumpstarting your morning with a genre-defying take on omakase.
An intimate dining experience featuring an exclusive 12-seat chef's counter where Japanese tradition is refracted through a modern, mood-rich lens at Sho. And we are joined now by founder Adam Sindler. Adam, good morning. Now, I know omakase is definitely a hot trend, I'm told, but honestly, I honestly don't know what it is. So could you explain the concept, please?
Yeah, so omakase is essentially means chef's choice or leave it up to you. So Japanese tasting menu, usually a multitude of courses, and yeah, the Japanese version of fine dining.
Oh, that's amazing. And you do here at Sho a 10-course menu, and I hear there's even music to go along with it. Tell us a little bit about the experience as you show us around.
Yeah, so music is a heavy influence in the space, as you can see. Behind vinyl culture and Japanese listening bars. We wanted to take a different approach when designing it and kind of coming up with the menu. Music being that influence kind of shaped the space as well. So darker tones of palettes, reds, blacks, the lights go a little bit lower, the music goes a little bit higher, and we like to be fun while still having a high-end dining experience here at Sho.
And it definitely looks fun. I've seen some of your Instagram videos. I was just looking you guys up, and so many colors and looks like different flavors and ingredients you use.
What would you say your favorite dish is so far?
Oh, that's tough. One of my favorites is our crudo course. It's bluefin tuna coming off the coast of Barcelona with a little tonado sauce, some other great ingredients on top like pickled pearl onions, capers, and kind of a mesh of both Italian and Japanese, which is kind of my background.
All right, awesome. And I know you guys are in Old Town, and we're going to see you all throughout the morning for more. What are we going to see later on today? What can people look forward to if they stick with us in the next few hours?
So we're going to have some cocktails, some sake, and then also we will have some food for you guys. So should be a really fun morning, and yeah, we can't wait.
All right. We look forward to that, Adam. Thank you so much.
Jumpstarting your morning at a genre-defying take on omakase. The restaurant in Old Town is called Sho, and it offers a intimate dining experience where traditional Japanese sushi gets a modern redesign. And what venue it is. We're joined now by, who are we joined by? Good morning. Tell me who you are and what you do at the restaurant.
Hi, my name is Pepe. I'm the head bartender of Omakase. What we have over here is just omakase, which is the fine dining of that type of like Asian cuisine. We have over here a little bit of our tasting. Everything is gonna be matched like an album, so everything is gonna be a remix of classic cocktails. Right here we have a remix on a Manhattan. We do Japanese sweet vermouth based with rice and yuzu. We have our expression of a remix of a martini, which is gonna be the Norio 7. It's gonna infuse with gin, some Asian peppercorn. We have a non-alcoholic with non-alcoholic gin. We do red shiso syrup, a little bit of yuzu, just top up with bubbles. We have our patio pounder, which is gonna be a remix of a pina colada. We use sake. I infuse a little bit of liquor with lychee. And we have another non-alcoholic. I use egg yolk on it, a little bit of carbonation, pineapple juice, and everything is pairing with all the flavors.
Oh, I was going to ask that, Pepe. So things are pairing, so you can get an idea. So you get the 10-course menu for the omakase, but you also can pair it with the drinks and get some of those good flavors going.
Absolutely. We have an option. They have the cocktails. We have a wine and sake pairing. But if you don't mind, I want to go through one of our remix of our cocktail. We wanted to do inclusive, so everything is, like I said, a remix classic, being exclusive. So I'm going to make a remake of our espresso martini.
Let's do it.
We're going to use a little bit of shiro miso syrup. It's just shiro miso that is fermented soybean. It's fermenting a little bit compared to the other miso. So it has a little bit of slightly sweet flavor. And there we're gonna be use our coffee liqueur, then a little bit of cold brew, and we're gonna do our infusion of vodka with blue cheese. It's a cold infusion, so it's just 2 hours on the Japanese vodka. Then we're gonna do a little bit of ice. We do a dry shakes to make sure that the cold brew does a really nice foam to make it pretty.
All right, and Pepe, and after you do the pour, we're gonna wrap for now and see you guys in about an hour. So let's see that pour. Let's see what that drink looks like as we finish off here at Sho in Old Town.
Absolutely.
Love seeing the master at work. There we go. We got the pour there. This is your take on an espresso martini at Sho in Old Town. Pepe, thank you so much for showing us some of the drinks there. We'll be back later on in
We are jump-starting your morning at a genre-defying take on sushi. The restaurant Sho Omakase offers an intimate dining experience where Japanese tradition gets a modern redesign. And we are joined now by Preston Smith, the general manager there, and he's also the restaurant sommelier. Good morning, Preston. Thanks so much for joining me.
Of course, Dana, how are you doing today?
I am wonderful. Well, since I am talking to you, the esteemed sommelier, I would imagine that Sho offers many things, including some wonderful wine suggestions to go with the wonderful dishes that are presented there.
We do indeed, you're absolutely correct. So we have a really amazing wine program featuring some really great wines from France and other parts of Italy. But what really sets us apart is we have a full sake pairing with our omakase experience. And so I have a couple of those sakes here for you today. Actually, I want to take a peek at the dish. This is our sashimi dish, our crudo. So the first sake I have for you is going to be this one just over here that pairs with it. When talking about wine and sake, they are very interchangeable, not in the sense of how they're made, but how we taste them. So you might have seen me swirling and sniffing in the same way that we talk about when we talk about sake that way. So this sake called Yuake Mae is a gorgeous, like ethereal, flirty sake that has like papaya and honeydew and melon. So it's in this like tropical world to pair with a sashimi that like transports you to like cherry blossom season and like a patio in Japan, and it's a lot of fun. And this is similar way to like a Sauvignon Blanc would with something like this.
I have to ask you,
And then with another couple sakes, I've had this one just over here with this second one, it's a sake called Gogaku. Oh, I'm sorry, what's your question?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I know it's always awkward, right, sometimes with these talkbacks, but I have a question. So I see that you have sake in a wine glass. I've only seen it served in little glasses. Is that how you serve it there, in a wine glass, so you can kind of taste or smell the aroma?
Yes, ma'am, exactly. So we have this wine glass, and what's nice is you have a big enough bell, similar to a wine, to be able to open it and smell the aromas, but then the rim will concentrate it to your nose. So with every sip, you're getting a bit of the taste, a bit of the smells, and then it becomes a full sensory experience with sake and the food, as opposed to just taste or just smell.
Okay, I got you, and I know you were about to carry on and tell me more about sake and another dish, I believe. Please, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yes. Oh, please, no worries at all. So the dish that Chef Mari is going to show us later is called chawan mushi, and I have the sake here that pairs with it, actually. This first sake, as I said, was very ethereal and fruit-forward. This is quite different. We get to a more starchy, rice-forward side of the sake. So right away, that's its backbone, but then as you sip it and you get to know it, more like soft florals are going to come out. There's a bit of caviar in the chawan mushi, so there's a sea vibe that comes out with the sake as well. I find sake to be a little shy sometimes, especially for new sake drinkers. And this sake, once you get to know it, like really opens up. And Chef Mari's cuisine does a really great job at highlighting these gorgeous sakes that do that.
So much to talk about, Preston, and I love your sake enthusiasm, and it sounds like you have amazing pairings and offerings there. We've had a lot of fun this morning. We look forward to seeing or being back at Sho next hour, but for now, thank you so much.